With diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life, this wondrous planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforest and life-giving soil, we cherish all these gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidence which pinpoint the raising of livestock as the #1 contributor to climate change, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. Today we present to you our program titled Create Heaven on Earth, a discussion by Supreme Master Ching Hai concerning the detrimental impacts of the meat diet on human health, the environment, and ultimately, the health of our planet.
The people on the surface of this planet has not achieved this technology of UFO. And some people did already. You see, some other planet did, and some people even within our planet, but not on the surface of the planet, they did that. And we are nowhere. But they live a different kind of life. They're more peaceful there. Huh? People more peaceful. And vegetarian, fruitarian, or nothing. Their concepts are different. See? They live in a different level of consciousness. You could call that heaven as well. Because it needs a group of people, it needs the whole consciousness to be in the same position, same thinking, same concept. Otherwise it doesn't work. That's why you see in this world, we don't have heaven yet. We have heaven in some area between us, maybe, but not in the whole planet, because many people of this planet do not have the same concept as we have. You see? They don't look in the same direction. So it's not easy to create the atmosphere that is suitable for that kind of heavenly living. See? Suppose, okay, for example here, we are vegetarian, huh? We don't steal, we don't lie, we don't kill, we don't take drugs, intoxicants, and we don't do it the kind that is not humanly acceptable. Or to destroy ourselves by poison, yeah? Oh, we don't eat meat. It's poison anyway. And we don't drug, we don't drink. Oh, this is all poison now, you know already.
Some of the tragic tolls of addictive drug abuse. Over 200,000 deaths each year. Costs of $181 billion each year in the United States. $33 billion in the UK. Lifetime cost of current drug addiction amounts to $575 billion in the UK. Harmful effects: brain damage, stroke, heart disease, liver disease, tuberculosis, emphysema, cancer, depression, suicide, permanent memory loss, mental illness, higher infant mortality, increased crime and violence, impotence. Crime and violence. Illegal drugs are a factor in 50% of burglaries in the United Kingdom each year. In the U.S., 60% of people arrested each year have been taking illegal drugs. 650 heroin addicts in the U.S. committed 70,000 crimes in a 3-month period. Social costs. U.S. businesses lose $100 billion per year due to employees' drug and alcohol abuse. Australians pay $53 billion per year for healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity of drug users. Environmental costs. Every gram of cocaine produced destroys 4.4 square meters of rainforest, with 300,000 hectares of rainforest lost each year to cocaine production. Death. 52 people die each day due to drugs in the U.S. In Canada, substance abuse is attributed to 21% of total deaths and 23% of potential life years lost due to early mortalities. Plus more. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol. 2.3 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of alcohol-related illnesses. $186.4 billion in the United States. Up to $210 to $665 billion globally.
Disease. Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum. Liver disease. Cardiovascular disease. Metal toxicity. Brain damage. Amnesia and dementia. Brain shrinkage.
Organ failure. Heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects, mental retardation, fetal alcohol syndrome, stunted growth, facial deformity, sudden infant death syndrome, miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence. Child abuse, 50% of cases. Violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases. Violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases. Suicides, 20 to 50% of cases. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
European Parliament supports reducing meat to lower greenhouse gases.
Roll call vote. Vote is now open.
Reduce your meat consumption or stop eating meat totally.
During discussions on greenhouse gas reduction goals, the Climate Committee of the European Parliament officially recognized livestock's contribution to global warming and recommended a reduction of subsidies to the livestock industry to curb methane.
The European Parliament has adopted its own position on climate change as an institution. And as a Vice President, one of the proposals I have made is in line with your own, which is that we should eat far less meat, because that's one of the major sources of greenhouse gases.
We know that the agriculture and the meat production is one of the main causes of gas emission, and so it's very clear that the ratio per habitant of meat has to decrease.
My name is Jens Holm. I'm a member of the European Parliament. Please, be veg, go green, save the planet.
So whatever I taught you, at least it's good for you physically, okay? Mentally, you know this is not right. So our concept is like that, and we're happy with that, and we carry on our life like that. So when we're together, this energy is very peaceful, nice, and lovely. So we're happy. You see, we bathe in this kind of energy which we create, and together it's even stronger. So we're happy, happy. We don't want to leave this house. Nobody would come here ever want to go home. And they have to go, always say, don't want to go, like a kid, you know, stamping feet. I don't want to go, master, I don't want to go. I say, you have to go. Somebody else coming. The thing is, because we love it here, because all the energy is the same, more or less, no? Of course, somebody a little bit lower there, somebody higher there, but more or less the same direction, same wavelength, yes? So we feel good here, we feel in harmony. We feel uncomplicated. We feel smooth, yeah? So we love it here, we don't want to go, fine. But if, for example, we open the gate, everybody can come in and sit among you all the time, but their concept is different. They want to bring the drug in here, they want to bring alcohol with them, they want to eat meat in there. Then it will be very chaotic and you will not feel comfortable anymore. You will not feel the way you feel now. You will not feel smooth like this. You will not feel so peaceful and happy like this. Because there are always something different going on all the time. It's not the same wavelength of energy. It's not harmonizing energy. So you won't feel good. That's why you come here. In the society or with other people, with people who do not have the same concept, well, you try to bear it, but you accept it. It's fine, it's fine. But you don't always feel good. Yes. But when you come here together, you feel good. Because the same energy.
Vegetarianism and religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that in the beginning of creation God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings on some aspects of health and healing. Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth there are innumerable evil demons, monsters and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksitigarbha Sutra, Chapter 8. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious. Thus, delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksitigarbha Sutra, Chapter 7.
Gaudai. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity. Meats for the belly, and the belly for meats. But God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes. I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism.
Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adalila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutrakatanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism, those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism, do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field, tract of the quiet way.
Tibetan Buddhism, the offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure. The supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism, those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now. Therefore, I said, try to create heaven here. But it's not that easy, but we try. One step at a time, baby step, one person at a time. Who knows, maybe one day we make it into a heaven. If not, at least we make heaven for some more people like us. Then we can invite them in, and they also feel good that you do. They will also feel like, oh, it's heaven here. Yes, because they will have the same energy, same concept, the correct concept, how to live a righteous human life, how to have a moral standard of conduct, and how to elevate the spiritual consciousness to a higher level. Better energy, yeah, where you feel good, where you feel more at ease with yourself and people. So, that's the way, okay? Make heaven on earth. If not for all, then for some. At least for us. If we can't change the whole world, at least we change our little world. Yes, maybe our neighbors, our families, our friends, yes. And then we can have this group of heaven, a small heaven in your home, in your workplace, or in your friends' circle. Heaven doesn't have to be big in size. Huh? Pocket heaven is fine too. We carry it with us everywhere, yeah, and we share it with people, even invisibly. That's why sometimes you go out and people look at you or see you or sit next to you. They don't know who you are, but they feel very comfortable. Sometimes they tell you, right? Yoma? Yeah, yes. Okay, because you carry that pocket heaven with you. Yeah, we have pocket books, right? We have pocket treasure, money, and so we have pocket heaven as well. And this pocket heaven smells nice, yes, smells so fragrant. So that's why everywhere you go, you influence that place, more or less. Yeah, a little bit more, a little bit less. It depends on how big your pocket is. Some people have a big pocket because their heaven is big, Like some telephone is big, some is small. Small phone fit everywhere, bigger phone, bigger pocket. Some telephone look like a computer also, small computer, you have everything. You can check out, you can have GPS, you can have all kind of things. That kind of phone need a bigger pocket. This phone is simple, local, easy, used for local call. So, enlarge your pocket. Not to put money, but put heaven. Good job, good job. Okay, meditate.
Thank you for your company for today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. And now, Animal World, our co-inhabitant, is coming up next, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. With heaven's grace, may all beings live harmoniously in loving kindness.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD